Back2Besa highlights everything from community festivals to inspiring people and the latest and greatest foodie spots around the Pacific Northwest.
Yep, a new episode airs this Saturday at 10:30 p.m. on Fox 13. And here to share a sneak peek, host Besa Gordon with Converge Media. Hi, how's it going, friend?
Not bad. How are you guys?
Good to see you. You have so much going on in life and in this episode especially, so kind of let's get into it. You know, you are taking a look at one of the biggest and most impactful Black podcasts in the Pacific Northwest. Tell us all about that.
So it's called the Up and Up Podcast, and it is hosted by my buddies Robel and and their whole thing was they were trying to tell stories about different people out here in the PNW who they really feel like their stories aren't necessarily told or in a way that they can tell them. And I think it's so important to like find those spaces where you're like, man, yeah, this person's story's being told, but I think it could have been told a little bit better if we would have talked about this, or maybe if we would have asked that question. And I feel that they're giving Black voices out here in the PNW another way to be heard, and it's really, really dope. Like, they're on their 100th episode.
Wow.
Yes, so awesome. 100 episodes in, they just celebrated that, and of course we were there for that celebration, and it was really, really dope. I'm so proud of them.
That is so exciting. And now there's also a lot of fun happening around the region this past weekend with the Mojo Fest. So talk to us about that celebration. What was it like?
Mojo Fest is a very, very historic festival that we have here in Seattle, especially if you're in the Central District. Like, when I grew up on 19th and Cherry, I'd walk down the hill, go down to a Mojo Fest, watch all the electronets, watch the different drum lines. This time, shoot, the Buffalo Soldiers were in there.
Nice.
Like, it's an absolute vibe. And, you know, the thing is, a lot of us have literally moved out of the Central District, but we come back for Mojo Fest. Like, I don't care if you live in Tacoma, if you live in Renton, you are going to come to Seattle for Mojo Fest because it's like another one of those family reunion moments that I'm always talking about.
I gotta say, I love the slow-mo in that video too.
Yeah.
Like, you're videographer, killing it.
Bronx Dead Eyes on the slow-mo.
Yeah, it looks so cinematic. Okay, we gotta talk about ice cream because I hear you got the scoop on a new collaboration with Salt and Straw. Tell us all about that.
Dude, they teamed up with Louis Rudd of Ezel's, and they ended up making oh my goodness, it's a cinnamon honey fried chicken flavored ice cream.
Okay.
And when I first found out I was trying this, I was like, well, what is it gonna taste like? Like, what are we doing here? It's actually really sweet. I honestly wanted to put bananas in it. It was really, really good. Like, I was pleasantly surprised because I just didn't really know what was going to happen when I ate it, but it was actually really good.
Is there actual chicken in it?
So it's not actual chicken. What they did was they took croissants and they fried it in chicken fat.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. So there it is.
But it doesn't taste like chicken.
Okay. So here's my pitch.
Okay.
I love Ezel's blue cheese dip. It's the best thing in the world. So they should make an ice cream out of that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
They can really put together flavor. It's like so many flavors that sound gross and then taste delicious.
I know. They
actually
do it
all together.
right.
You look at the menu and you're like, how is that going to work?
But
and then
it works.
it does.
And it works.
Yeah.
It's not like when they do like the regular ranch flavored ice cream or the mac and cheese, and you're like, okay, this is almost gag worthy.
No,
but it's actually like really good.
Very good. Okay, so of course we love to talk food, but on top of food, you actually highlighted an incredible Seattle rapper who's only 6.
Yes, yes. Her name is Zaina the Phenom. She's 6 years old, and she is just the sweetest thing ever. Like, her personality is so big to only be 6 years old that I'm just intrigued to see what she's going to be like when she's 12. You know what I mean? When she turns 15 and when she's 21, because right now she has all the confidence in the world, and there's so many little 6-year-olds, especially like little brown ones, where they don't have that same confidence. So one of the things that I do actually ask her in the interview is, if you met another little girl, how would you help her be more confident? And she starts rattling off all these different things that she would do, and she's like, she would be like my sister. And so she is just absolutely amazing. I can't wait for you guys to get to know Zaina and hear some of her music.
Yeah. It sounds like she has really good parents too, instilling all that confidence.
Oh my God. I was like, dude, you have an amazing kid.
Speaking of music, you got to check out the South Sound Music Festival in Tacoma. Who'd you meet there?
So for South Sound Music Festival, dude, dude, there are always a lot of different artists there. They had El Rock, they had this lemonade stand. I can't remember what it's called, but dude, it was the cutest thing because it's being ran by like a 7 or 8 year old kid.
Oh, really?
And it's absolutely dope. What I love about the South Sound Music Festival is that, and Marvin, he talks about it in the video, they don't have a lot of that in the Tacoma area. We have all these festivals out here in Seattle, but it's nice to actually have something like that within Tacoma where they're featuring local artists, where they're featuring different comedians, they have different DJs, they have different vendors, and if you guys like a little old school hip hop, Juvenile is supposed to be out there on the 20th. They're doing a Reloaded. Apparently something happened with his flight, and so he put out a video saying that he wouldn't make it. So they're basically doing a South Sound Music Festival Part 2, where he's also going to be performing there. But we're going to show everybody what they missed and why they need to make sure that they come out on the 20th.
That's so
love
cool.
that. Okay, so we obviously love your show, Back to Besa, but you have to tell us, what are the viewers telling you? What are the people in your life saying?
You know, they're saying that they love the representation that it shows. Like, they're able to see themselves on TV in a really, really authentic way. You know, it's literally people from the neighborhood that are grown up here. You know, some may have just moved here, but I think it's so important to show Seattle in the most authentic way possible. And even if sometimes it might be a little gritty, that's parts of Seattle, even though people might want to hide it from times. It's extra personality, it's extra color, and people just feel really good when they're able to see their friends and family on the show.
I love that. Keep doing your thing, Besa. Thanks for coming and chatting with us today.
Thanks for having me.
This is so great. If you want to check out Back to Besa, you can do that on Fox 13 Saturdays at 10:30 p.m.
I love it. You definitely should do that. Okay.